Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And now we observe the national anthems. Now that was impressive. So off we go then. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, this fella, Maignan, we all remember him, Peter, from his stint in his native France. That time he took an unfancied side to the title against all the odds. I think he had 21 clean sheets that year, which is over half the games, and proof that goalkeepers can make a real difference.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Almiron. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe driving. Big chance! And here's Elise. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe! It's there!
What a super start! A total shocker for the opponents. Talk about how to wrestle control. That's how you do it.
It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Paraguay really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
It is a super start. So far, so very good. Chouameni. Nicely spread. France leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. And the shot! Oh, crossbar! Oh, good-looking ball. Tries from distance. And that is wildly off target.
France really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Oh, there's a probing ball. And he's gone looking for safety. Doué. And it's Dembele. Foot in.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Now it's Mbappe. And here's Olise. That's a lovely, neat pass. This looks promising. There's the shot! And it's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
France are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Now it's Olise, and he's lost his man here. He's had it taken off him. Now it's Olise. Oh, good ball. Takes a shot! And it's there! They are purring, truly purring. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
France find a position of real strength now.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue. You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Koundé clears it away. Dembele with the clearance. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. France have scored 2 quick goals here. Gomez. Well, that has not gone well. Almiron. Now it's Mbappe, and he's had it nicked away. Nicely weighted ball.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Cross goes in there. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Paraguay have reclaimed it. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Distributed tidily. Olise. Dembele. Spread it left. Now it's Doué. Nice interception, well timed. No, he's not going to get any further than that. And here's Mbappe. That is... Oh, shooting chance! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
Oh, such good technique as well. That was exquisite. It's a real shame he couldn't find a finish after that.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Hernandez. Now it's Mbappe. So a temporary halt to the action. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
Well, they're in a great position, Peter, so why stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they'll want to keep things that way.
France, seemingly the only team to have turned up here. It is 3-0 at the break. The second half is up and running. Rabiot. That's going wide left. Shifted upfield. More and more pressure on the ball here. Olise. Oh, that's nice. And it's Rabiot. Very nicely done. Oh, this is a great position. It's a pretty loose pass. Little pass back. And here's Mbappe. And here's Olise. Doué. Shot a goal! And there's a goal! They will take that. They are absolutely ripping it up. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
This is a gloriously greedy performance. Paraguay ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Mbappe being hunted in packs.
Well, to be fair to that defence, it's nigh on impossible to cater for such astute movement, but at least, eventually, they've made the right call.
Dembele. That is a brilliant interception. Almiron. He's found a way through. He's in a great position here. And that's another good win of the ball. Great chance! And that has flown over. It's not an especially good pass, that. Gomez. Engages and forces him off the ball. Doué does really well to win the ball there. Good ball, good take. Oh, good spread. Great ball, and he's in here. He's had a shot! It's in! Simplicity itself.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
L'équipe du Paraguay. Après 69 minutes de jeu par le numéro 9.
At least that has given their people something to smile about. Hernandez. Here's Chouameni. That's a good ball out wide. And here's Olise. And it's Dembele. Decent chance! No, not quite.
Well, the way he set himself up was just so clever. No wonder he's disappointed.
Changement.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass and a tricky one at that.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Half an hour gone in the second half. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Rabiot cuts out the pass. Chouameni. Koundé. For Olise. Rabiot. Dembele. That's destined for the flank. Dembele. Chance for a shot! Oh, it's hit the post! That's a sharp pass. Olise. Mbappe. And he shoots! And that's a sharp finish. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Le numéro 10.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
Paraguay are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
France are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Olise goes for a shot! Oh, he's hit the bar! Oh, almost a sixth! Now it's Mbappe.
Il y aura 4 minutes de temps additionnel.
Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. It's a really well-measured ball.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And here's Olise. And he's cut it out. And here's Olise. Has a look and plays it forward. And we're done. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw. Mbappe gleefully reminding us of what a superb day he's had at the office. Any reflections on what you've seen? So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Things... And the finish! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
France with the corner, they're first. And it's hoisted clear. That's a decent clearance. Now it's Doué. And that's a good chance for a shot! There it is!
Well, there's leadership for you. That's what the armband means for him, setting the perfect example, the perfect tone. Tremendous.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
France gain their reward with an early goal. Looking to play him in. It's a promising position. No, he wasn't going to let him pass. Olise, that's a lovely, neat pass. And he's in on goal. Chance, surely! And that's a good finish. They have heard the starter's pistol and come racing out of the blocks.
But pour l'équipe de France, après 10 minutes de jeu, par le numéro 20.
France are doing very nicely, thank you.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Now it's Mbappe. Shot could be on. Ah, that's a fine interception. 2-0 ahead already. It's been an almost perfect start. Mbappe. It's a really well-measured ball. That is lovely. And it's made it... There's the shot! Relentless! Just relentless! And they're threatening to fly away here. That was fabulous. The most adept of touches, the smoothest of finishes.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
And now he has two. France find a position of real strength now.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
He's had it taken off him.
Yeah, the hat-trick is definitely on his mind, Peter. He wants to get it over with as quickly as he can. just about everything he's done, for me, he's done it with real conviction.
He certainly has. Really satisfying performance from him. The smiling and the shot! And he hits the net! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Oh, high-quality goal, lovely first touch, sumptuous second.
Speed of thought, speed of action, that's another really clever finish.
This is a gloriously greedy performance.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Cross into the box. Now this chance to shoot! Deftly away. That is ended up in no man's land. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Might be... He's having a shot!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. And I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Real chance! And he steered it beyond the post.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
And it's been shipped out wide. Engages and forces him off the ball. Now it's Mbappe. Over to the right flank. Dembele. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And it's Doué. Now it's Mbappe. Dembele. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Oh, what a mistake! Opts to play it back. And here's Mbappe. Takes a shot!
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it.
And he shoots! And this is Rabiot. Great ball, and he has another go! Almiron. A lot of space ahead of him. Decent chance! Oh, how's that for a goal? He's got himself an absolute peach. And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. France are having a ball here. Almiron. Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
Temps additionnel, 3 minutes.
Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Dembele. Mbappe goes for a shot! Deftly away.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Doué. And here's Mbappe. Chance! It's a decent watch, a frantic watch. It is half-time. Who would have seen this? By any yardstick, it is pretty much ideal for them.
Cher public,
France really are in control here. They've done exactly what they set out to do. There's a genuine flow about their football, and some of the stuff they've played so far has been great on the eye.
France enjoying a half which is little short of perfect. The dominant force, the only force in a one-sided contest. And we get things going again. Looking for options for movement. Can he finish? And that has flown over.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Quality ball. Now he's off and running.
Look, they're prepared to be quite physical to contain any danger that might come their way.
And that's really well manoeuvred. Spread to the right. And it's Dembele. Almiron. And he's had it nicked away. Played out towards the right wing. Dembele. Spread it left. And here's Doué. That's a good ball out wide. Dembele. And he's gone backward here. Shapes to shoot! And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. Mbappe being watched hawkishly here.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Well, that has not gone well. And here's Mbappe. And he's been shifted off it. More and more pressure on the ball here. Mbappe. Now it's Doué. Oh, that's a key interception. Almiron. Now it's Mbappe.
That was lovely, that.
And it's Doué. And there's the shot! And that has faded wide.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Yeah, it was pretty clear the manager's not been getting what he wants out of his players, so a substitution was going to come. I think it could have been sooner.
Lobbed in behind. That's a cute ball. And he was quick to react. Out of play for a goal kick. Paraguay making further changes here and in quick succession.
Attention, changement.
Now it's Olise. Mbappe. Doué. Can he finish? Keeper always had the measure of that.
What a fabulous run. OK, it didn't come off in the end, Peter, but that would surely spark some kind of response from those around him.
France have their second corner now. Cleared away. Paraguay have the chance to go the other way. And here's Mbappe. Has a look and plays it forward. And he's straight offside. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Now it's Mbappe. And no, that was never going to make it. Oh, it's Dembele. Gomez. Alderete. And they win it back again. Olise. Now it's Mbappe. Gomez. Rabiot proves too strong. Mbappe. And that's been won straight back. This looks promising.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Temps additionnel, 3 minutes.
And he's decided to go for it. Gomez lays it forward. Chouameni. And it's Dembele. And that will be the final act. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win. Mbappe claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
I think we just saw it.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Hi, everyone, and thanks, Peter. It's great to be on board.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. time for the first of the anthems. There's the whistle, and here we go. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, I don't think you're going to get many defenders who are as good as this fella, Koundé. When it comes to building from the back, I mean, he's always boasted impressive forward passes.
Decent chance! Goal!
Can you think of a better way to have started this game? Talk about how to stamp your authority on things. You've just seen it.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
It is a super start. So far, so very good. Almiron. He's shifting through the gears here. Space for him to turn and look. France are looking to go forward now. Doué. That's Rabiot. And it's Doué. And here's Mbappe. There's the shot! Missed by a fraction. Mbappe. Now it's Doué. He's got away. And this is... He's had a shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out. Olise. Oh, well played. Now that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Oh, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Nicely spread. Now it's Doué. And he's intervened well there. He might... Mbappe! Well, now it's a race for the ball. He's trying his best to keep it in play here.
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
Now it's Mbappe. And this is Rabiot. Mbappe. And he shoots! And no mistake. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. France are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. Punched away. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Now it's Mbappe. Alderete. Not the most convincing of passes. Paraguay have it back and can go again. Hernandez. And it's Dembele. Doué, who's set up one goal so far. And that has been slung wide. Hernandez gets flagged offside. And here's Mbappe. He shifted it to the flank. That is a brilliant interception. Mbappe! Plenty to aim, and the shot! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff.
But pour l'équipe de France.
An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
Clinical. Just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
A case now of complete control. And that was asking for too much. Not the best distribution from the keeper. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. France looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Gets himself into trouble and he's lost it. He's in a great position here. Gomez. Alderete. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Oh, there's a probing ball. Now this could be a chance. Doué. And here's Elise. And a chance! And that's off target.
Spirited to say the least. Certainly gave this crowd something to really cheer about.
Temps additionnel, 3 minutes.
Nicely aimed pass. Now it's Doué. Now it's Dembele. Now it's Doué. Saliba. And that signals the end of the first period. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
Votre attention, s'il vous plaît.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
France looking like the only team in this. They lead by 3. And we are back on the way. And the shot! And yes, it's there! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
Paraguay. Après 47 minutes de jeu par le numéro 16.
So could they be onto something here? Rabiot. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
Hernandez. That'll be a throw. Under an awful lot of pressure. Olise. Good ball. Dembele! Oh, it's come off the upright.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no...
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Chance, surely! And a neat finish. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Le numéro 20.
So now the difference is 3. Saliba promptly onto that, and that is that. He's on it, can he get away? Oh, that's... Shot a goal! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Almiron. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Now it's Olise. Now it's Dembele. And he's opted for the long pass. Well, that is one way to stop him. Distributed tidily. He's found a way through. Shot could be on. Goes for a shot! Well, that is remarkable.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
He's had it taken off him. He is through, shoots! In he goes again. That is decidedly lacking.
Good piece of opportunism there, but wasn't able to turn it home in the end.
Oh, can he get onto this? Almiron. Mbappe is being harried and hassled.
Well, he helps himself to a treble, Peter, and then they switch on. It's a bit late now.
Is there any support? He might not need it. And here's Doué. Dembele. It's Dembele! And that is doing no harm at all. Now it's Almiron. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Olise. And here's Dembele. It's a pretty loose pass. And it's Doué. Great chance! They want to be quick to recover. And another try! Keeper's got his work done.
Well, at least he was in the right position and he reacted quickly enough. The manager will like that.
Changement en cours.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. And he's there to clear it. Koundé. Oh, strongly challenged there. Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. He's trying to hit the front line here. Olise. Ball played for Dembele. Goes looking wide. And it's Doué. And it's made its way to him. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Now it's Mbappe. Koundé.
Il y aura 4 minutes de temps additionnel.
Gomez. Foot in. Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. And here's Olise. Picked out brilliant. Can he finish? It's a goal. They are playing them off the park. Oh, that is a sweet finish, gorgeously controlled and ruthlessly dispatched.
Speed of thought, speed of action, that's another really clever finish.
This is... And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, this is a side which is purring, picture perfect to win. They will relish having pulverised what was put in front of them. It was a pulsating performance. Mbappe gleefully reminding us of what a superb day he's had at the office. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. We are just getting started. He has a look up. And here's Mbappe. Closing in on... He's having a shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
France with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And that has been knocked clear. Paraguay have the chance to go the other way. Could be danger here. Shot could be on. Great chance! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
France have their second corner now. Cleared without hesitation. That's a throw. Distributed tidily. Mbappe. Chance! He's delivered all right!
Can you think of a better way to have started this game? Talk about how to stamp your authority on things. You've just seen it.
His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
France make the perfect start. They are already ahead. And he's had it nicked away. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Now it's Olise. Now it's Mbappe. He's found some space. There's the shot! Almiron. France very much in the ascendancy and with a goal to their name. Almiron. And that's really well manoeuvred. Can he spark a counter here? Lovely bit of skill. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Paraguay are very much a team that like to work off a central target. Is that how you see them, Jim?
Yeah, I agree with that, Peter. They seem to have the right personnel, certainly on the delivery front. I'm sure there's a trigger to this, whether it's someone opening up the passing lanes or making a move into the box.
And here's the chance to counter. He's through here. He's in a great position here. Shoots! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Mbappe looking to add to his goal. Turns back here, probably the best option. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Great vision.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And here's Mbappe. He's having a pop! Now, who's going to be first to this? And it's Rabiot. It's a threatening ball.
Mbappe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
France are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable. Gomez. Now he's off and running. And they're back on the ball again. Mbappe. Now it's Doué. That's a good ball out wide. Now it's Olise. And here's Mbappe. Gomez did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
And it's Dembele. Mbappe tries from a long way out. And we've reached half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. France just ahead then as we reach 45 minutes.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
France just about ahead, 1-0 at the break. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
France can do themselves a massive favour by grabbing another one here.
Mbappe! Alderete. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Well read, nice interception. Just about within shooting range. Oh, didn't catch it right.
Well, at least he's not short on confidence. Trying from that sort of distance, why not?
That's going wide left. And the counter is on. He's shifting through the gears here. Now, can they get him away? Oh, sweet feet. And he's cut it out. Deftly away. It's a really well-measured ball. Ball is over the line. And here's Olise. Shapes to shoot! Well taken goal. And there's the goal they've been looking for. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
So that's 2 now without reply.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
And he's managed to get rid. Doué. And the shot! And it's there! And they are disappearing out of sight. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
France find a position of real strength now.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Gets a good foot in there. Good running, strong and purposeful. Now this could be a chance. Oh, shooting chance!
Changement en cours.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
Well, that looks a decent ball. And a chance! And somehow he kept it out.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Attention, changement.
So we have further activity on the bench here.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
And now they can spring out of defence. Nice control. Oh, looks like he's been taken out there. Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. France really could have done without this. Look at bemusement and dismay from the culprit, but the referee clearly thinks there was enough there for a penalty.
Changement.
Golden opportunity wasted.
Not the best spot kick I've ever seen, but they've got to keep their heads up and chase this game.
Mbappe currently being consciously targeted.
Well, he's profited handsomely.
And he's decided to go for it. And how did he not make it 4?
Well, it was an ambitious attempt, but it'll keep the defence on its toes at least.
Out towards the flank. Good ball, good take. Might be decent chance! Goal! They are gorging themselves here on a seriously gorgeous scoreline. That is a super smooth goal, beautiful manoeuvring of the ball, and splendid authority in the finish.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
And he's done it again, he's got his second. Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Nicely aimed pass.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Hernandez proves too strong. Well, you might think he got off lightly, it is just a verbal warning. And they've got rid. Some resolute defending there. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Knocks it into space. And he's in on... And the shot! And he's missed it. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Now it's Doué. That's rather hopeful.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Now it's Mbappe. That's gone for a throw-in.
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
And that will be the final act. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result... Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown. Shapes to shoot! And the ball's come loose here. Oh, this time surely! It's in!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
France gain their reward with an early goal. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. That's been cut out, well played. Mbappe. Now it's Olise. Now it's Mbappe. Closing in on goal. Big chance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
France with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well read, and the danger is averted. And it's Rabiot. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe! It's a goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Quarter of an hour played.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Nicely spread. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Now it's Dembele. Brilliantly cut out. Dembele. And here's Olise. And that's a shot, surely! Yes! And they're threatening to fly away here. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Le numéro 10.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Whistle's gone, that's foul. He's gone for goal! Against the crossbar! France have scored 2 quick goals here. Referee's given a throw. And it's Dembele. And here's Elise. Oh, cracking ball. Now it's Doué. Mbappe. Can he finish? And it's in. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
France are having a ball here.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Now it's Mbappe. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And here's Mbappe. Gomez. Paraguay disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Can he get on the end of this? Saliba. And it's Dembele. Pass somewhat off target. The ball has bounced loose now. And here's Elise. He's having a hit! Brought out the best in the keeper.
I think he did really well to get the shot away, to be honest, given how much pressure he was under at the time.
It's their second corner of the game. And that's asking too much of anyone and everyone. Engages and forces him off the ball. France looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Now it's Mbappe. Doué. He is through here. And the shot! Goal! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. France are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Hernandez. And here's Dembele. Now this could be a chance. And this is Dembele. He's had a shot! Ball is over the line.
Temps additionnel, 3 minutes.
Almiron. Well, that has not gone well. It's a pretty loose pass. Now it's Mbappe. And we've reached half-time. Well, what a half they've had. Cruising to victory, and it's only half-time. Astonishing.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
France look as though they have this game won. They've been firing and scoring at will. The second half is up and running. Gomez. Nicely aimed pass. Gets a good foot in there. Chouameni did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. That's good vision. Now it's Mbappe. And here's and the shot! And he seemed certain to get the sixth.
Doué clearly can't believe he didn't put that away. He'd set himself up perfectly.
No, again there's no way through. Olise. Dembele looking to add to his goal. Doué. That's tidy. Doué purring through the gears. Shot a goal! No, it's wide.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Koundé calmly anticipates. Mbappe being watched hawkishly here.
Well, he helps himself to a treble, Peter, and then they switch on. It's a bit late now.
More and more pressure on the ball here. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. And it's Dembele. Tries one from range. Dembele! Brilliant! He's got himself an absolute peach. And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
Alderete. Almiron. And they've got a throw. Mbappe. It's a really well-measured ball. Now it's Mbappe. Gomez. Deftly away. Played out to the left flank. Almiron has the space to scheme.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Dembele did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Almiron. Oh, he's got a side of goal.
Paraguay are stuck in Central Station, and they might find a fast track out wide if they'd care to look.
Changement.
France have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Half an hour gone in the second half. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Olise. He's gone for goal! And that's past the post.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Olise. Now it's Mbappe. And here's Mbappe. Almiron. And he's forced to go back. Has a look and plays it forward. Succumbs to the pressure. Olise. Takes the shot! Oh, impressive strike.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Changement en cours.
So we have further activity on the bench here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Just 5 minutes remaining now.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And he's gone looking for safety. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Over to the right flank.
Il y aura 4 minutes de temps additionnel.
Just eases him off the ball. Saliba getting this one clear. And he's there to retrieve it. Played out towards the right wing. Now it's Olise. Now it's Mbappe. And it's made its way to him. Dembele ploughing through the middle. So that's it, it is all over. France looking by any yardstick formidable, truly enjoyable to watch and clearly so together. That was a terrific day for them. Mbappe walking off with the spoils, richly deserved. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.